Okay guys, for this week's career exercise, we're going to be talking about the roles of database administrators and data analysts. So to start out with, just kind of a brief description of what database administrators, also known as DBAs, do. They basically just work with technology software to store, organize a company's data, making sure that that data is available to its users and kept safe from who aren't supposed to have access to it, or just like accidental like loss or tampering, stuff like that. Alright, so starting out with the training and education of a DBA, they need to have like a minimum of a 4-year degree in something like information technology or computer science. Advanced education and certifications are also required for most positions, and a lot of places of employment will require their employees to have 3 to 5 years of experience on top of all the educational requirements. There are 4 main skills that DBAs need to have in the workplace in order to do like a good job, and that would be analytical communication, problem solving, and detail-oriented skills. In comparison to what database administrators do to data analysts, DBAs are going to work with like the security and reliability of the data that's stored within the software, where the data analysts are going to draw conclusions and interpret what that data is that's being collected is saying. So for data analysts, their qualifications are going to be a little bit different. You're just going to need like a bachelor's degree in something that's involving statistics and analytical skills, like a math or science, and then getting certified in data analytics. And there's many different like online master's programs that can help get that certification. Some skills that data analysts are going to need would be SQL language, working with Microsoft Excel, critical thinking, and then good presentation skills. As a whole, big data really has a big part in like our everyday lives that I didn't realize until I started researching. So online shopping, would it be a thing? Music and TV streaming services like Apple Music, Spotify, Hulu, Netflix, things like that. Moving on to the question of how big data will help me in my future career as a golf coach is huge. By using technology in the golf industry, there's things like flight scopes and TrackMan systems that are these softwares that keep track of the data. Like after hitting a few shots, players can see if they're pulling the ball, or they're slicing it, or they're hitting it dead straight, and which clubs they tend to do that with. So the software keeps up with all that, and you can print it out to see what you want to work on. The use of technology like with these different systems and simulators those are awesome to use, but it could honestly be just as simple as going out, keeping up with a paper notebook, writing how many fairways, how many greens the players are hitting. If they miss the green, are they chipping it up and one putting? How many putts are they having? And putting that information into an Excel spreadsheet after the round and keeping up with that to try to narrow down what the players need to work on. That's how big data is going to help me in my future as a golf coach. So there's one place around here in the Cleveland area that holds a special place in my heart, and that would be the Clipper. And I thought of a couple of ways that big data could help the owner boost their profits. The first example would be tracking the busiest times of the day where people are coming in, whether it's for gas or they're coming inside to, buy some beef jerky, and then offering better deals within those times to entice people to come in and make a purchase when they stop and get gas. That's one way I think that they could really boost their profits up there at the Clipper. The second example would be they could use analytics to compare their prices to other gas stations. They might can just observe, the prices that other people have, or if they have any deals going on, comparing their prices to others to entice people to come in and choose the Clipper instead of the Chevron across the street. Or I don't even know what other gas stations are around here because I only use the Clipper. That's all the information I have today on DBAs and data analysts and the Clipper and being a golf coach. So stay tuned for the next career exercise.